Hey everybody. This is my second road diverse playable, and today I'm going to be talking about how I actually am looking to bring in new assets and where some of these things come from. So what I do is I go and I use Fab um, for all of my free trying to get all the free assets. Um, and you can see there's always this limited time free, and you can just keep doing it again and again and again. And ooh, it looks like there's some new stuff to get that, but I will add this stuff later. um but what you can do is once you have it downloaded and part of your library, you can just go on and add it. And what I do is I go to this asset dump folder and I add whatever I think I might want to use. I add it there. Um, and the benefit I find of doing this is on some of the game teams I've worked on, it's been a good practice to have a separate game project that you use to kind of use for staging, and you bring stuff in and you manipulate it there, you import it there, you check it, and then from there you migrate it out into whatever your main project is. And so as part of this, so I actually went and I just took this backyard pack project and I loaded it already into my project. I call it the asset dump. Um, and come on, Unreal. There we go. And so it's you go to your content browser and you can usually find it. Yeah, here it is. This is what I added. And so it's all right, let's just go check. And you see this was a template, 3D template project. We start and we're all right, backyard, meshes. Let's take a look. Let's look at the chairs. Um, just bring in a mesh. And it's that's okay. That ain't bad. And you're maybe this is what I want. And it's okay. And so what you do is you just go in and asset actions, migrate, and you get everything that you're supposed to do, save, and then you get everything that's a part of it. And you can see there's 3 materials, 2 textures, uh, a lot of stuff, and you're yep, all that, all that stuff. And then you have to tell Unreal what the destination content folder is, and so it's and then this is, did it actually navigate to the correct one? Yep, this is my alpha. And then choose a content destination. Yep, that's it. And you're cool. And then in my main project, you can see here's my main project. Content, and then backyard pack. You can see there it is. It's that's cool. Now, what's also cool is that because of the way I've actually built my BP item, where it's a mesh here, it's just the test cube and the collision sphere. What's really cool about the way we're doing this, kind of built by data, is then go into DT items, data table for items. You can just add one. You can do it test chair. You can call it, and then down here, I can just call it, if I can actually spell chair. And I can just add a chair, and then description, test chair, and I can say for interact prompt, I'm going to be pick up this chair. Save. And so now you can see I have this asset here, but I'm actually going to come into my my outline near here, grab BP, copy it, and I'm actually just gonna bring out another item here. This is just a mannequin. We're gonna just move that out. Take this one, move it over. Take this one, move it over. And you see that it's like because of the way I built it, where it's just like each item has a variable on it that corresponds to a data table row, and I can just call this test chair. Where'd my chair go? And so we will start it, and you can see there's my chair. And if I come up to it, pick up this chair, and it's like why? And it's like why does that work? It's like because again, just trying to build everything from kind of like data easiest stuff. So it's like this has an item details, which is a data table row handle type, and so what that does is like you can see this blueprint is actually pretty fine. It's just like just on overlap, check if it's the main character, and if it is, do a thing. It sends an actually an it sends an item overlap. I actually don't think I actually need this part because if the character has the interface, it will fire this function, and if not, it won't. I can actually probably just try to delete it. But I'm not gonna do that right now. Like I'll try that later. And then it's like end overlap, kind of same deal. And but then in the construction script, basically what I have is like, and what this does is that when you spawn it or do anything else, basically run this. And so what does run this do? Well, we get its row, and then out of the row, or we take the data table row handle, and then we get the row, and we break out the struct, and then from there we set this item's mesh, and we set this item's name, and we set this item's description. And this is like cool. I mean, why do we do that? We do that just because it's like the only part that we're really using right now is the mesh, and that's why like when we come into the game, some of these things have meshes, and it's like if I come over here, I can just make this another joystick. I can make this the test ball. I can make it a chair. I can make it a cube. Whatever we want. And we're just doing it this way because it's like it makes it very, very easy to have all our functionality that we want around items in one place. And all we're doing is just changing what row in a data table, like whatever this instance of BP item is. So that's just the very short introduction I wanted to showcase for you all today. We're making progress, we're making items, we're finding asset packs. We're getting one step closer to a first playable. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.